Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to be kind of a continuation of the upgrades on the front end of the Corvette. As you guys know, we had that C7 ZR1 bumper bolted into our C6 Z06 bumper. We just ended up installing the black plastic splitter that came with the BonecrrusherSS bumper. And we ended up not painting it because I just really wasn't sure on how, how much body clearance we're going to get going down the road, pulling up on gas stations, pulling up into the driveway. So I wanted just to leave that black plastic piece raw. We never painted it. It actually kind of blends in with our side skirts that we got now. Those are flat black. So in the end, that is just a raw black plastic splitter with nothing on it. I could have paid my body guy to go ahead and do the body work on that, fix it, and paint it, but honestly, there actually are a bunch of marks on it, so you would have to sand that thing down, primer it, paint it. I'm not sure it would really require a bunch of body filler, but it would definitely take some work to get that painted. And then on top of that, I would have to have my body guy try to paint match that front splitter to the side skirts that I got from RPI. I actually had reached out to RPI for their paint code in the past. Of course they wouldn't give it to me because I was just going to order another one, because I have actually in the past damaged one of those side splitters, and we ended up replacing that a few years ago. Actually, we'll have that video up above. But yeah, so I was going to have to get that body worked, do a custom paint match to try to match the side, and the side were actually a couple years old, so that paint match would be even more difficult. In the end, I just ended up getting a carbon fiber splitter, which we've mentioned in the past, and I actually ordered those along with the carbon fiber inserts that we showed you in the previous video. So here is the carbon fiber splitter that we bought. I got this on eBay. I got it from the same guy I got the inserts from. And overall, I'm pretty impressed with the splitter. This is actual carbon fiber. This isn't any hydro dip or anything like that. It is all 100% carbon fiber. So I think all that we're gonna have to do today is take that black plastic splitter off, unbolt it. I think there's a couple clips right here. Remove it from the car, bolt this up, because as you guys can see, it is already pre-drilled and pre-marked, so all the holes are already there. And I think this will bolt right into place. The one thing we might have a problem with will actually be these front clips. I'm just not sure these were molded right. Like, some of them seem to have a spot in it, so it's like so that they do have something to clip into. One of them isn't the best, probably this one right here, but overall everything else looks fine. All right guys, you can see the whole front of the car without a splitter on it. Then you guys can see our black plastic splitter and our new carbon fiber splitter. And as you guys can see, kind of like I was saying, the shape might interfere a little bit trying to get these plastic tabs, these carbon fiberglass tabs, into the splitter. I'm not sure if that'll be a problem or not. But yeah, I just had to remove a whole bunch of nuts and bolts like you see down here, and I was able to get that front splitter off. So I think this new splitter should slide right in, hopefully. So go ahead and start working on that. Alright guys, we got the front splitter mocked up, and it's pretty much ready to go. It slid into all those spaces I was kind of afraid up front. Now it's not as tight as this plastic splitter was, but I think what we're going to be able to do is get pushed in far enough, start tightening down the sides and back, because there's a mount back here, and I think we should be able to get that flush. So, and hell, if not, we could always drill a hole and put like a black rivet or a black bolt, whatever, and have it go through the carbon fiber, because I think there's enough overlap here to where we could do that. So, but yeah, so this is the overall carbon fiber splitter instead of that black flat plastic piece. All right guys, you can see we have the car pulled out a little bit, and you can basically see that we have the car up on these little race ramps. And what I wanted to do, I just wanted to get a little bit more room up under the car, because what we're gonna have to do is basically mark all of these spots where the holes are. Because I'm not sure if you guys can see that, but some of these holes just are not gonna line up. Actually, you guys can probably see that better than I can. So what I'm basically gonna do is take a silver marker, mark the inside of this carbon fiber. I think that we mentioned earlier in this video that the splitter wasn't, we're gonna have to push it a little bit further back than it was sitting normally. and so really none of the holes are lining up. So we're basically gonna have to drill new holes, get this thing permanently mounted, and we should be wrapping this up pretty quickly. All right guys, you'll see that we have both of the right and left outer grills out, and I took those out so that I could get access back behind here. I'm not sure if you guys can see that, but there is a 7mm screw coming up through the bumper. Yeah, there you go. So my body guy used a bunch of nuts and bolts. There's actually a sample of them over here. And I just found it really hard to work with. So I just ended up taking out that nut and bolt and replacing it with, you know, this U-nut, J-nut, whatever they want to call that, as well as a 7mm bolt. So I put one there. I also put one here. If you guys could see under the panel, there's some bigger hardware under here. Now I'd actually bought that hardware for our ducting that we did in a couple of videos ago, but that bigger hardware happened to fit the clips that was provided with the bumper splitter from eBay. So, you know, we took out the grill like we showed you, and that was just that we could get access to everything. And it really just helps the ease of serviceability if we ever have to take the splitter off. So the splitter is fully mounted. As you guys can see, everything looks good. Everything's tight. It's not gonna come off. The only thing we might have to change are these brackets that my body guy made. And kind of like we said earlier, to get this carbon fiber splitter to fit better, I actually had to push everything back a little bit. So that kind of, instead of making this a straight plane, I may have to put a little bit of like a 45-degree bend and then another 90-degree bend, so that we put a little bit of angle in this so that we can attach that back here. But for now, I think all I'm gonna have to do is just put the grills in and be good to go. But you guys might remember in a previous video, you guys can see there's a carbon fiber piece. You see that little chunk of carbon fiber missing? That actually happened when we put the clear bra on. So I think I mentioned in that video, I ordered a new set, and this is that replacement set. And to prevent the clear bra from ripping off the carbon fiber again, the outer layer, we're just going to install these. You know, I don't drive the car enough to, I think we're going to have to worry about getting this stuff protected, but basically they're just going to slide right in like that. So let's go ahead and get these carbon fiber pieces put in on both sides. We'll get the grills put back in, and we should be good to go. Standing back a little bit further, you guys can see we got the grills installed on both the passenger and the driver's side. I got those put in. Got the replacement inserts put in. So those are carbon fiber. And I did want to show you something. So I actually ripped off the clear bra from one of these old pieces. And as you guys can see, whatever cheap clear coat these guys use, so I mean, it at least tells me that there is a clear coat on it. That clear coat peeled right off when I started taking off the clear bra. So it makes sense of why when the guy hit it with the bumper clear bra, when he was trying to put that on, and he started seeing parts come off, that is because the clear coat ripped off of this part. So I don't know if they just didn't give this enough cure time when they put that clear coat on it. I mean, this should be sanded with a certain grit. I think it'd probably be 400 or 600 grit. I mean, feeling what's underneath there, it is kind of coarse, but yeah, so I don't know, maybe they just used a real cheap clear coat and didn't adhere. That does tend to happen sometimes. So, but yeah, so I am not going to throw these out. I thought it was the carbon fiber that was ruined, but honestly it was just the clear coat. I could sand that off. That's not a bigger deal. And you guys know that we have that extra clear that we could use. We actually used it on the truck bed behind us, and so if I really wanted to, I could just sand these down, re-clear coat them, and possibly sell them. I mean, that could totally be an option. I just don't know. So but yeah, so that's pretty much it for the new bumper inserts, the new splitter. So that's gonna be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button. If you guys want to see more Corvette content, we got plenty coming up. Hit that subscribe button, turn on your bell notifications. If you guys want to help support the channel, check out our links down below. I'll try to drop a link for the store where I got the splitter and these inserts from, and also make sure you check out our website, BonecrrusherSS.com. Thanks guys, have a great one.